Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. My name is Mike. I'm the moderator in the series of videos that is all about Persian rugs and carpets from around the world. And in this video, I want to feature a special type of Turkish Hereke rug. This is something that we just recently were able to purchase from a private collector, and it's a really rare piece. This is something that, well, they don't make them anymore. That is, and as you know, for those of you that have subscribed to my channel and if you follow my videos about the Turkish Hereke rugs, you basically know there are still a few being made, but unfortunately, because of politics, economics, and a bunch of other stuff, the Turkish Hereke rugs are basically all but gone. Unfortunately, the production of them, there are still a few weavers out there, but here we have a really unique piece that dates back to right about 1980. What is unique about this piece is it's really rare for the Turkish Hereke pieces, and we're talking about genuine ones. We're not talking about the ones that are nowadays sold in Turkey, the mass-produced Chinese ones. So this is real, genuine Turkish. But what is unique about this piece is that it was made by workshop. It was known as Shekar. The Shekar, which in Turkish means sweets. In Persian, Farsi, Shekar means sugar. In Turkish, it is more of a sweets. And so this is literally the name of the workshop. And you will see the signature, as is customary in genuine Turkish Hereke pieces, upside down at the bottom and correct at the top. So there's a couple of unique things about this piece. Number one, and when I get behind the camera, this is probably one of the most detailed pictorial what we call the tree of life. This is a pictorial design where the degree of attention on the animals is absolutely fantastic. This is a 12-12 quality, and that means over 1 centimeter. There is 12 knots. So there is literally one knot smaller than even just 1 millimeter. It's an incredible quality. And the other thing I want to feature about, that I want to talk about, is here's another unique way of hanging up a rug. I have made several videos because I get people asking me all the time, how should we hang up rugs? You know, and I've shown you how to do it with nails. We have frames. Well, here you have a rod that has gone through the back. I'll show you in a little bit when I get behind how they did it. And what's cool about it is you have the ends and you can literally pull them apart and remove the rod. And it's really nice way of displaying it. Then you have the chain. This is something that is, I think it's a great way to go. There's also other videos that I've taken where I show you, for example, how to place a rug like this and then put a glass on top. I have come to really like the concept of glass for one thing and one reason only, and that is dust. These extremely fine pieces, especially the ones like these that have like in this case, it's almost black, but it has a dark blue color. Over years, well, dust is going to gather. So now you have the choice. You can take them every once in a while and just basically spank them and get the dust out of them. Or if you are able to put glass over it, well, then you don't need to worry about it getting dusty. But I thought I'm going to show you not only another way of hanging and displaying these beautiful pieces, but this particular piece has such a degree of details. The attention to the designs of the pictorials is also rare. Also, I recently took a Nain rug and an Isfahan rug that I featured in one of my other videos that also have the pictorial design and the pictorial tree of life. Oftentimes, you will have the left side being a mirror copy of the right side. Well, in this case, you do not. You will notice some of the animals on the left side are different than the animals on the right. And when I get behind the camera, I'm really going to be able to focus in on that and show it to you. But I thought I'm going to introduce you to this absolute beautiful Hereke Shekar 1212 quality. As I always do, I'm now going to get behind the camera, show you some of the features, also show you how it's been hung. And so I'm going to see you again here in just a minute. So here I'm back again, as always, from behind the camera, and I'm just going to focus on, actually just start out at the top, because this pictorial piece, there are so many animals, typically on a small piece like this, and this one measures right about 60 centimeters by about 50. So it's not quite a square piece, but as I zoom, it's like I said, here is the whole rug basically. The fringes from the top, as is oftentimes done, they fall behind the rug, but it's something that is obviously there. You can see them there. But if when you look at this particular piece, number one, the amount of animals and the variety of them, just absolutely mind-boggling. And remember now, this is all pure silk, but this is not a painting. I mean, this is just, as I'm going down, everywhere I look, I see plants and animals. This is a very full design, but the level of detail is just absolutely phenomenal. And I'm doing this on purpose, where I'm literally showing you, because this is where you can also see the workmanship and the quality of the silk as I go around, and you can just see the attention to detail. And one of the things, for example, that we look for as a rug dealer, as someone who looks at these types of rugs, I look at the attention of the faces. The faces oftentimes show you really the quality, the level of expertise of the weaver. Yes, they copy knot by knot of a design, so they have a piece of paper basically next to them. But in order to produce this type of details at this quality, you really have to know what it is that you're doing. And on the Tree of Life designs, the pictorial pieces, it is almost unheard of to have this many animals in a small place. I mean, this right here, this is probably what, about 10 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Just in this region alone, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 animals. This is really unheard of. And the level of details, like I said, I can go on and on and on, but instead I'm just going to have you just look at it. And the other thing I wanted to feature, what I want to point out, was how it was done in the back. You basically have, let me just take this off the top here and show you the back. And there you go. And I'm just going to, well, I'm going to have to just put this on the ground for a minute, and then I can really show you how they did it. As is oftentimes done with a rod, they have sewn in a little, they didn't sew it in. They just take a piece of cloth, piece of material, and they simply put in a few knots top and bottom. So it's enough for the rod to be able to go through. But what they did over here at the ends, these are just pushed in. You can actually pull these apart, as you can see right there. And so by pushing it, they can remove the rod if necessary or leave it intact. And I'm trying to do this with one hand while holding the camera with the other. And then when it's done, you simply display it on the wall. And I thought it was just absolutely, we have seen it with bamboo sticks. We have seen it with, this is just another variation of it. And then, as I mentioned to you, you got the signature along the top, Hereke, Shekar. And like I said, so you have the signature at the top and bottom. And as I mentioned to you, as in all classic Herekes, because of the lighting, because of the way the rug is made, signature there, it's actually upside down. This is Hereke. There is perfect, the same thing with a lot of the Persian silk rugs. People oftentimes ask, well, why are the rugs upside down? The signature is upside down. Actually, the rug is not upside, it's the rug that's actually upside down, not the signature. When they weave the rugs, the rug is supposed to be the other, it's supposed to be displayed not from the dark side, but from the light side. And what I mean by that is, this is what you are looking at, and the signature is upside down. But when they weave the rug, this is how the rugs are meant to be displayed. And so this is why a lot of the Turkish rugs, the same thing with the Persian rugs, the signatures are upside down. So to keep the peace between the two groups, I'm going to wrap up this video by taking it sideways, and you can just see the level of detailing and how the silk just shines at you. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing that this was done by hand. So again, I wanted to feature this piece. It is such a unique piece, and this is actually the first time that we have been able to find a piece of this quality with this type of attention to detail from the Shekar workshop that's unfortunately no longer there. So we hope that you like it. As always, if you're passionate about Persian rugs as much as we are, feel free to subscribe to our channel or visit us at mprugs.com. And we're going to be coming back to you with many more videos. If you have questions, feel free to email us, leave them in the comments section. We'll do our very, very best to answer all of them. And best wishes from all of us. Take care. Bye-bye.